Hey guys, MTGnoob here, back with a deck recap. Alright, so being upfront and honest, which I definitely like to do, the matches I just played were not the greatest. I'm a little bit burnt out running the site and working, so I hope you understand. I played the deck as well as I could, but obviously there were some glaring holes in my game. First and foremost, the main deck seems solid. I'm not really a big fan of these two cards because they just tend to get blown out, and you got to know when to play them. Excuse me. They're insane in matchups where they don't get removed, but in other matchups they're not so great. I don't honestly know how important it is going turn 1, turn 2 Geist. I would think it's very important. Most people probably leave these in. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the Pilgrim. Cards in its place, I really couldn't tell you. I think I wouldn't toy with the list. If you want to play the best aggro deck in the format, it's probably this or black-red zombies or black-red, essentially. This deck is just so explosive, and it just does such stupid things like armor on a stalker plus a rancor, you know, paired with this, and it's like, oh, oops, I just killed you out of nowhere. So if you're into having a fun time and playing a deck that's definitely a little bit skill intensive, but more or less like, here's how you win. Have this guy and a bunch of enchantments. Here's how you lose. Keep a super loose hand with a lot of lands and some dorks or all enchantments and hope to draw into one of these guys. If you start a hand with one of these guys, you're probably winning that game, unless your opponent nut draws you. As for the sideboard, I definitely liked everything in the sideboard. Wasn't too sure when to bring this in. I'm definitely assuming it's the mirror. However, I didn't play any of the mirror, so I still would consider bringing a clone in to the board just to try to deal with the mirror as well. These were fine. Negate was nice. Maybe it's a one of misers. I think you kind of need it, but I could see not bringing the negate in and maybe making this a clone. Overall, I like the deck a lot. I think it has some room for improvement. Very minor tweaks here and there. The thing is, people are already aware of this deck now, so this iteration of the deck probably is going to look much different in a week or 2 or 3. As you know, Moto devours decks really fast, finds their strengths and weaknesses, and makes them really great. But if you want a fun deck to pick up, outside of the Geist, it's not really, and obviously the lands, it's not really the most expensive deck. It's fun to play. It's really good at making your opponent kind of just tilt a little, and I would recommend it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Hope you enjoyed the matches. I'll try to bring you, if you submit me deck lists on theMTGnoob.com, I'll try to bring you a few matches with those decks. Like I said, I've been a little bit bogged down, so if it wasn't that great for you, I'll try to make it better next week, and I, appreciate all your support and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Please check out theMTGnoob.com.